So now it's time for a brand new predictions video. We're going to talk a little bit more about the game, not even just Rocko, but just some things that I think might happen. And since we're sitting at what I was gonna say early October. Whoops, early September, getting a little bit fast forward into the future because I love October. It's one of my favorite months anyway. But we're talking about September, and I wanted to come out with this particular predictions video just to talk a little bit more about the game. And I did some little digging, just from at least from my posts, and Jenny Wakeman came out 3 months ago, and then I just had to save the screenshot just so I wouldn't have to work on just go all the way back. But Jenny came out 3 months ago, and that same 3 months, within that 3 months time period from the date in which Jenny Wakeman launched, we had the reveal of the first ever universe pack, and I'm hoping that it'll be more, and that's also what I'm going to be talking about in this particular video. And now we had Hugh Neutron, who just recently came out in early August, or August 8th, if I'm not mistaken, and that was about 4 weeks ago when we got a chance to play him during that Friday night. It was amazing to play as this character, and I'm just gonna go to the roster. But before I do, I'm just gonna head over here to the news tab, and just everything that we got so far. And I wanted to kick it back. Let's go back in time a little bit. We had our first two characters that are free, first and only free characters, because every character that comes out is going to be paid DLC in regards to whoever it is. Even if it's not a universe pack, whoever else gets added to the game is going to be paid DLC. Garfield came out in December. We had Shredder in February, because I have the post. He came out in sometime early February for this particular update. Was supposed to be out in January apparently. And then to wrap up, he was the last and only remaining free character that was supposed to be in the game. And now we have the March update with with the CPU, with a brand new feature. CPU versus CPU makes it a lot more fun, and just what you guys requesting just on the stream, it's fun doing CPU versus CPU matches to see who's gonna win, see who's gonna get dominated, try to make predictions and more. And I really like how they came out with this. And just for the speed running, for the arcade mode, they did something a little extra for speed runners, adding a timer to the arcade to try to beat your time and see how fast you can go through the arcade with those certain characters that you like, and try to beat your record. So it increases the replay value of the arcade mode in general, but it needs to be longer. I want them to kind of tweak and mess around with it again and play around with the arcade mode because it seems like it's too short. I could be wrong, but I just feel like I wish you could fight all the different options. Like, well, you got Lincoln and Lucy Loud that pops up, and what if you're gonna fight both of the Louds? Can you challenge both of them at the same time? So it'd just be a 3-player free for all. See what I'm saying? So that could be some kind of additional idea that they could probably do to expand the arcade mode, where you can have, what would they say, take all newcomers and take all foes, and maybe expand it and put it in the extra mode, in the extras playlist mode, to make it where you can battle every single character in the roster. It almost sounds like all-star mode, but they can call it different, something else for a different name. So just already recap, Genie came out 3 months ago, and then we got the reveal of the universe pack as well. And something that really surprised me, I think this was the most surprising shadow drop, the biggest shadow drop, the only shadow drop they've done so far, is with the items, and then we had the voiceovers all in one. See how in two separate tabs, but they came out together. You got new content available with the brawler voiceovers, and then you had the items. I didn't think this game was going to get items, because I heard that the items got scrapped, so I didn't know that they were going to really try to pursue this sort of initial plan, because they still have quite a few items that did not make it into the game. And even on their page, I think it was Fairplay Labs who said it, you could check out the page too. It's an older post where they said certain items that were supposed to be in this game, they decided to not implement because they just didn't really work well with the items. And hopefully they'll come back and give those maybe another shot. Maybe we can get some additional items, maybe particular as a separate update, maybe. as a surprise, and then here we are just to play catch up. We 4 weeks later, 4 weeks ago, we had Hugh Neutron come out, and this was a big update because the patch notes were huge and a lot of different character changes and more. And characters like Korra is so different now, and I think she's a lot better than what she ever was from before. And some of her moves, like that diving fire kit, that diving flame kit I like to use, I can combo it into certain moves. And I think Korra is a pretty good character that most people probably wouldn't even pick up, and people don't really pick her, but she's just one of many other characters in the roster that are amazing, and everyone in this game are great for who they are, depending on who is behind the controller. So it's just some little ideas, and maybe I'm just going to be discussing some more just to share with you guys today. But just some predictions for Rocko real quick. Since we're in early September, I don't see him coming out this month, but I feel like we're going to get some character news this month. I'm just going to say that as a little bit of a guess. He's probably not going to come out this year. Well, I'll say this year. He's probably not going to come out this month. But I'm going to go as far as saying we'll probably get some character news maybe later on this month for September. And then I see him as an early October release. And I'm not saying it has to be the particular date in which this game came out as a little anniversary surprise drop. Maybe they'll have something as a separate announcement in regards to the anniversary of Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl. Maybe that could be one of the surprises, one of the mini surprises that they have that they were teasing us with. Maybe Rocko's update could contain one of the surprises, or maybe we'll get some kind of information about the character and maybe what they're planning to do next. Maybe one of those surprises, but I'm expecting some character news for this month of September. We're just only getting started. We're not even a week into the month yet, and I really feel like we're probably going to get something. So maybe even if it's not an update that you can download and just update your app and whatever you play on, whatever platform you play this game on, it's got to be some character news. And I'm sticking with that early October release date for a prediction for a release date for Rocko. And it seems more fitting because this update, I'm saying it not because it's not because it's fitting, but because the Hugh Neutron update itself was so huge. Because it has so many different patch notes. We had so many different patch notes, multiple pages of patch notes, and character changes and more. And speaking of character changes and adjustments, Aang needs to be fixed. He has a ridiculous sort of one-hitter quitter. And I'm just going to showcase it right now, just so you guys can see just on one life and something real quick. It just shows that they need to really fix things. I'm just going to put it on level 0 so y'all can see this.
Select your stage.
So if you didn't know now, you gonna know. Now you know. Let's go here. But it's
versus Aang.
He's a major issue online. It's not online, not even just online. I don't even know what he said. It's not just online. It's offline, from what I discovered. And it's this move. It's this particular move. Seeing smiling, he knows. Aang is a cheat code in this game, but this is just one of the major things that needs to be addressed ASAP, and just playing this game. And before I get ready to knock him out on the ring, it's just so many things that can be fixed. And one of the surprises I want the most is crossplay, but not even just Aang being a major priority to be fixed for a character. It needs the online connections need to be fixed and stabilized because it's a little bit messy, stuttering, freezing, lagging, and then not even being able to control your character. It's crazy. And you can stay on this. You see, you can have somebody just went Aang and just conquer everything. And I'm about to get ready to run him over. I'm about to mow him down with this air ball. This is insane. I didn't know what happened. I'm curious as to what happened in the program. Once Hugh Neutron dropped, I didn't even know. I thought originally, just as I said before, I thought this was an exaggeration. Watch this. Bang! It's just insane. Brawler. He said, winner! Whoa, y'all can hear him? Did y'all hear Aang? It was like... But it's just one of those. That's just one of many things that needs to be fixed in the game. And then some of the characters, they have a lot of bugs. Like Hugh, even if he's on your team, and even if you set him up for a CPU, he seems like he's very easy to take down. While other characters like Nigel, Lucy, who else? Part of Toastman could be one of them associated with them. Sandy, especially Sandy and Lucy and Nigel, seems to be the most aggressive um, AIs to take on, and then Danny Phantom as well can also be in the mix up. But characters like Hugh Neutron, Garfield, they're a little bit buggy and just going off the stage, diving off the stage right off the bat. And then even April at some times, and even on Slime Time on the map. It's not even just the map itself. The characters have a lot of bugs and issues that need to be addressed. But I'm hoping that one of the surprises is the online, and then just like I always keep on saying, they think they have a lot more, and not even just the character news that I think that's gonna probably get revealed as far as Rocko and maybe some other surprises. They might even throw in a little extra teaser outside of just Rocko. But these slots are. I thought it was freezing, and I've just been playing on different regions because I've been trying to find people to play with. But I just go on, I keep it on auto. So whoever I can find and pair up with. But I don't even be online anymore because it still needs to, well, at least for now, because of the issues with AIM and the connections. But already counted the slots on our stream. It's 25 slots. One of these have got to be a surprise. Maybe it's a surprise character. Maybe we're going to probably get that universe pack. And I'm going to say this too. We're not only going to get character news this month, but I think whenever Rocko comes out, whenever he does, these are going to definitely be his two slots. This is Rocko's, or Rocko Wallaby. You see 1, 2, Hugh Neutron got 2 of them also. See how Garfield got 2 and then Shredder got 2. And then Hugh Neutron has 1 too. He has 2 as well. So those are going to be Rocko. Maybe 2 per character. I'm not sure what they're going to do. But I'm just going to say it. Maybe when Rocko comes out, we'll probably get introduced as to a surprise hidden universe pack. And even if it's not a universe pack, we're probably going to get some character news upon his release date. I wanted to expand the predictions instead of just talking about a release date and throwing a date out there and closing the video out. I think we're going to get a little bit more, just how when Jenny launched, when Jenny Wakeman came out. Since she got 1, let me see, does she have another one? Yeah, she only has 1. Let's see this. Yeah, she only has 1. So maybe Rocko, I don't know why they do it. I don't know how this works. Hugh Neutron has 2 different profile icons, and Jenny Wakeman only got 1. And I played the arcade multiple times. So I'm not sure why that's the case. And then this mood up here, Shredder got 3 of them. So I don't know how it works, but it's definitely got to be more characters, for sure. But we're probably going to get maybe a new character reveal on the launch date of Rocko. And maybe the future of Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl will probably be discussed, and maybe Crossplay could come out with him. They could do, see how they did that trailer with Jenny Wakeman? She came out, and she was also part of that universe pack. So Rocko's probably going to come out with his own individual showcase video on their channels. And we're going to probably get maybe some kind of surprise reveal of Crossplay, a Crossplay introductory sort of teaser, or maybe some character news, and maybe, just maybe, that universe pack I would like to see. And it doesn't matter who's in it. I'm not looking for anyone in particular. I want to just see more characters come to the game. And I mean, I want Timmy Turner, I want Jimmy Neutron, Squidward hitting the top rating for #1. It's one of the most requested characters. If he's in it, I'm cool with anybody. But let's get some more villains in this game for sure, because it's lacking. We can't have protagonists all the time. Why have just very minimum villains in this game when you have all these different protagonists and heroes from these different worlds? And they can just get so much more characters. So maybe we'll get I'm saying character news this month, and then the launch date sometime early October, and then it's gonna probably follow up with maybe a potential universe pack, all things depending. And if not, maybe we'll get something with a reveal of Crossplay. So those are my major predictions I wanted to put together for today. to talk about the DLC and then just the game itself. It's so much fun, even just playing the waiting game while we wait for them to come out with more teasers. And we already got to see the alternate costume. Still don't know if that could be something that's real that I already talked about over the past weekend. But I'm just hoping that we get some more things, more content for the game. It's so much fun playing, even with not much going on. And even right now, I'm not even playing on the stream. I might even play some more just to play play some more of the game right now, just to have some fun. Just playing around, making up some challenges and scenarios and stuff, and see who wins. But I would like to see more modes. If anything, let's get some more modes expanded. So the battle mode has more to offer, because I barely play the sports mode. It's a cool, unique mode, but it's a little bit buggy because the CPU or the AI doesn't really put up a challenge, and they just let you attack them. And they'll just only throw the ball the same way, the same arc. They'll throw it the same way that they threw it like from last time, and they'll just overthrow it. So it's just things like that that need some tweaking. Not even just aim right here with Michelangelo. It's a guaranteed victory when you use aim, when all you have to do is one move to really eliminate the opponent, and then it just basically kills the online experience. When you have someone that's running aim, they lose, so they pull out aim, so that way they can get a cheap win, a cheap victory, and try to take advantage. But just things like that needs to be fixed. And with some of these characters having issues, whether it's when you go against them as opponents or when you team up with them, it could be a little bit risky, and it adds pressure. So if you have some of those buggy characters, like I just mentioned, you're going to be pressured and may end up in a handicap match as the game goes on, or as the fight goes on. But I just wanted to come out with something today, just to talk a little bit more about the game. And I want to see more costumes.
Select your fighter.
In closing, I want to see more costumes. Are we going to get more alternate costumes for the game? We could, maybe potentially. Depending on if we get that support for the game, maybe that also might have something to do with it. But the costumes, Jenny, say right now, Jenny, Danny Phantom, SpongeBob, I think I'll say Sandy's just pretty cool too. Leonardo and Mikey, and then Zim, they have the best alternate costumes in the game. And then I'll say retro because that's a whole color variation. But definitely Zim, Danny Phantom, Jenny, SpongeBob, and the Ninja Turtles, Leo and Mikey, they have the best alternate costumes. Toph is pretty cool too, in a way, but they just don't hold a candle to some of these skins. I want to see more costumes. I would love to see more, but those are some of the best characters, skins in the game. Maybe we can get them eventually. Maybe that could be a surprise too. More alternate costumes, the crossplay, new characters, another universe pack, and more additional character news. See what I'm saying? Those have got to be some of the surprises. Maybe characters that we didn't expect to see in the game that they were trying to get on or get into the roster. So this is just my prediction. So hopefully we get some character news this month, and then the release date next month, and then followed by new character information, universe pack, and maybe that much needed crossplay that I definitely would like to see in the game, so I can play with everybody else out there that's on the game and that's playing this game and on different platforms, so they don't have to buy the game all over again and buy a whole nother system or a console or a platform and spend the extra money buying the game all over again, and then getting that membership so they can play online. See what I'm saying? That's just more money. So that crossplay is needed so everybody can play together and have fun.